Continuing on with our evaluation of Canvas for week 3, we'll be going over how to set up our Dropbox settings, how to enable Turnitin.com, and how to use or tie grading rubrics to our Dropbox assignments. So when using Canvas, creating a rubric is not as easy and straightforward as it is when using D2L. To create a rubric, you'll want to go to your Outcomes tab here on the left, and it'll bring you to the screen you see here on the right. What we have to do when creating rubrics is to first create outcomes. So what we'll do is we'll click the plus outcome button, and what I'll do is we'll go through and we'll start naming this. Now, an outcome can be considered like one of the traits from your rubric. So one of our first traits from the rubric we used on D2L was focus and details. We can create a friendly name if we'd like to, though it's not necessary. And then in the description, we can copy and paste in our level 4 outcome from our essay rubric. Okay, so that's created. Now we need to go through our criteria ratings. And this is very similar to what we did in D2L. So I'll create a 4-point, a 3-point. This will be a 2-point. And this will exceeds, meets. We'll call this below expectations. What they had there was a little bit harsh. And then we will insert a new one. This will be worth 1 point. And this is, we'll call this well below expectations. Go ahead and click OK on that. So we have the same 4 points that we did for our first outcome in our rubric from D2L. To show mastery in this section, we would say that students should have to show us, they should at least be in the meet expectations level, so we'll put 3 points there for that. And we can change the calculation method. We'll just keep this on the decaying average here. And we will leave this as it is. So this is what we'll have to do for each and every outcome that we need to add in. So I'll pause the recording and add in the rest of the outcomes and then bring everybody back. Alright, now I have the rest of the rubric finished. As you can see, I have my different outcomes from the rest of my rubric right here, and I have included them all into a group, which you can create a group by pressing the plus group button up top here. But that is not as necessary right now. So I have all 5 of my outcomes created. What I want to do now is go to Manage Rubrics. And I want to click Add Rubric, and I want to title this. So since this is an essay rubric, I'll just title it Essay Rubric. And what we'll want to do is we'll want to click Find Outcome, and I'll open up my folder I created. And I want to start putting the outcomes I created in one at a time. So I'll click Import. I can get rid of this top one now that was kind of blank. And I can just keep repeating this process to get all of my outcomes added in. Voice and word choice. And once we have this all in here, we can see we have all of our different ratings. We have all of our different criteria, and we have the total amount of points our rubric is worth. And we'll go ahead and select Create Rubric, and now this rubric is saved for us. So what we can do at this point is we can go back to our Assignments tab, and we have our week 3 essay right here. I don't know why this went to discussions, but we'll see. And we'll click on More Options to open this all the way back up. And this is our week 3 essay, so again, we can add in descriptions here if we'd want. Our essay is still worth 20 points. It's still file upload. We're going to put this in the essays group, so it's going to get out of the discussions group we just found it in. And we will go down to, I just scrolled over it. There's an option, nope, we save, now I remember. So we'll go ahead and save and publish this. And since we've resaved it, we have the option again to add a rubric down here on the bottom left. And we'll go ahead and hit that. And we'll click Find a Rubric. So we have our essay rubric right here saved already. We'll go ahead and click that, and I'll pop open our essay rubric that we want to use. And that looks like everything that we want. And that is everything for doing a Dropbox. Now, if we go back through and edit, what you will notice is that we did not have an option for an originality check. That is because Canvas, we are using a free demo model and not a paid version. So since this is a free model, we do not get the originality check, but it would be an option in here when editing or creating an assignments page. And we'll go back to our grades real quick and double check, and we can see now our week 3 essay is going to be out of 20 points, and it is ungraded.